A great show for you today. Lots cooking as the Giants have a defensive coordinator. The Jets got great news today. Maybe the best day in Jet franchise history. No, let me rephrase that. Maybe the best day in the last decade for the New York Jets. Anyhow, good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
I'm doing all right.
You're just doing all right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hanging in there.
Wow.
I'm not crying. I said I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, he's
I'm
hanging
tearing
in there.
up.
He's hanging in there by a thread, everybody.
I'm all right.
It's a thin little thread that Evan is hanging in there by. And I'll explain why later in the program, because as we get closer to tip-off, he will get angrier and angrier.
Is that what you think's going to happen? You
Yes.
had me predicted so well?
Yes. I sort of start the show with it. I want to end the show with it.
Right.
So why, you might ask, is today the best day the New York Jet franchise has had in a decade, maybe more? And I want to choose those words carefully because my partner will challenge me in saying, oh, it wasn't great when they did this. It wasn't great when they got that. Mm-hmm. So I want to be prepared for that conversation.
I appreciate that you're preparing yourself.
Today, and I've done the research on it. I don't think you could trump it. Today is the greatest day the New York Jet franchise has had in the last decade.
Tell me how.
All right. You asked. I'm going to tell you.
I mean, one thing that's going for you before you even get started
right.
is when you look at the last decade, that
ain't
means
good.
we're starting in January or February of 2012. There ain't much this last decade.
Agreed. Right. So it's not like there's a lot to choose from. I'm good right now.
You're dealing from a position of strength right out of the get-go.
Right. So it's going to be very hard for you to beat me, which is why I said 10 years and didn't go all the way back to 2011.
Very smart.
Which I could have, but I didn't, okay?
Very, very smart.
Hey, can you grab me headphones, guys? My ear thing's all messed up. I don't know why. I'm sure it's my fault, but it's not working great, so when you get a chance, just hook me up with that. All right. Here's what it is, Evan.
Yes.
Today we found out, and I got to tell you, I am so happy that I found this out today. It had changed my entire day. Let me just walk you back real quick. Originally, I came into work today in a bit of a mood because today is the 4-year anniversary of a despicable moment in sports history. Mm-hmm. And I got to be honest, it threw me for a loop all morning. I keep saying to myself, that was one of the worst days in sports history.
4 years ago?
4 years ago today.
February of 2018?
Yeah, it represents one of the single worst moments in sports history. Huh. And I can't endure it anymore.
Well, the Yankees
and
traded
then I
for
got this
Stanton
great Jet
in
news.
December.
And now I have a great day ahead of me.
What was the bad moment 4 years ago?
You want the bad first?
Yeah, because I can't figure it out.
All right. Now, if you're
February of
listening,
18?
I want you to participate in this. I'm going to give you the bad.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to give you the great.
Of course.
Today's the 4th anniversary of a terrible, despicable, awful moment in our lives from a sports standpoint.
February of 18.
And then I find out that today is the greatest day the New York Jets franchise has had in a decade. So we'll go negative to positive.
Yeah. I'm very
All
curious.
right, here we go. So here's the negative, okay?
Negative. Give it to me.
The negative is this. 4 years ago today, there was a parade in Philadelphia.
Oh, the Super Bowl. That's right, Nick Foles. Big Nick Foles.
Those animals had a parade.
Okay.
And by all accounts, it was the single greatest Super Bowl parade that's ever taken place. And I won't even argue that. It looked like it was the most fun thing in the world, but it was Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
That happened 4 years ago today. A reminder that they've won a title more recently than we have.
Can't argue that.
Yuck. But then I got the great news, Evan.
Yeah.
And you're a Jet fan, so you can appreciate this. We got the best news we've gotten in the last 10 years. And that's no disrespect to Robert Saleh. No disrespect to Zach Wilson.
I've been ranking in my heads over the last few minutes my top moments of the last decade. It is a sad list. But go ahead.
Did you get to your second hand? Probably not. Probably not.
I'm stuck on my first hand, and my first moment is firing Adam Gase. So I'm really in a quandary, but go ahead.
All right, here's what it is.
Yes.
The New England Patriots, a team that has owned us for the better part of 2 decades, is bringing Joe Judge back. That is the greatest news Jet fans have had in 10 years. that incompetent clown is now an offensive assistant, essentially part of the group that's replacing Josh McDaniels there as he goes off to the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Wicked Witch is now officially dead. The fact that Bill Belichick is going to try to out-cute the league for the umpteenth time and go down the road of bringing the incompetent clown back to New England shows us that the Patriots are now officially dead. They're dead. They're dead. And that means the New York Jets can live again. And I want to thank Bill Belichick and his egotistical, short-sighted mind for bringing back the incompetent clown that ruined football for Giant fans over the last 2 years, and to free the Jet fans from the bonds that have held us for the last 2 decades. The Wicked Witch is now officially dead. Her body is cold. Put a tag on the toe. She's dead. And I'm in a great mood because of it. Evan?
Do you want me to pour the cold water all over your head?
Feel free to rank it where it stands in other Jet moments over the last 10 years.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
We
Where
no
did I
longer
begin?
have to worry about the New England Patriots. The genius of their offense is in Las Vegas, and they brought the clown back, so we are good to go.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but Joe Judge was on the Patriots staff for almost a decade.
Woo!
And how'd they do? They seem to do okay.
McDaniels was running the offense.
Oh, that's right. Josh McDaniels is the hero.
Yeah,
He's the brainchild.
all he ever did, he was a special teams guy. They suck. Please, don't pour water on it. Jet fans, rejoice today.
All right, so here are my great
Your
Jet
leader has
moments.
spoken.
The great Jet moments of the last 10 years. I came up with 3. Would you like to hear them?
Yeah,
all
sure.
3 of them.
I'll tell you now, I'll compare them to mine. Go.
Okay, number 1, firing Adam Gase.
Okay, having the clown go back to New England and spreading his incompetent virus among the Patriot franchise wins. Next.
All right, 2015, right before we put off that.
Hold on, let me stop you for a second.
Yes.
What would be even greater if you want to abuse the dead corpse that the New England Patriots are, that they bring Gase back too?
That's true.
Yeah, because they've been talking about that too.
That one actually agree with you
Gase
more
and
on.
Judge together.
That's a tag team.
Oh, what a just a great day to be alive today, really.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
When they beat the Patriots a week before going to Buffalo and laying the egg. That was a great moment. We were 10-5. We were pumped up. We thought Ryan Fitzpatrick was the answer. It was good times as a Jet fan. That's the last time we were ever above 500.
That's a regular season win that ultimately led to nothing, unfortunately. I respect it, but I win.
All right, number 3, and this one aged terribly, but I need to be fair.
Go ahead.
Sam Darnold's New York Jet and NFL debut on Monday night against the Detroit Lions.
Opened with an interception, a pick 6.
How'd he do after that?
Came back and won the game. And turned out to be a clown.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Mike Effin White. That was a good moment.
Mike Effin White in the moment was our version of Linsanity without the success. No. So I think I win.
Who did Mike White beat in that game, by
Cincinnati
the way?
Bengals.
Oh,
That's
where are the
right.
Cincinnati Bengals this week?
Well, they're about to get blown out in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I feel very strongly about that, too. That's for another day. That's right for Friday, though.
By the way, it is so sad to think about how bad the decade has been. I'm trying to rank moments and think about what we're looking at.
Yeah, it's
firing a
embarrassing.
head coach, a quarterback debut who turned out to be a bust, one shining moment in the midst of a dog you-know-what regular season. That's where the decade has been.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. It is. Like the fact that Joe Judge joining the Patriots staff as an offensive assistant, and I will say this, I commend Joe Judge. He could have wallowed in misery. He could have just sat out for 2 years and taken the $10 million and never been heard from ever again. But he dropped his pride and said, I'm going from head coach to offensive assistant. So I do respect that.
Yeah, no,
and
absolutely.
I love the fact that he chose to do it with the New England Patriots and infect them with his clownism.
Do you remember I have a very long memory, Craig, and I think this bothers you about me, but I do have it. Do you remember remember the last time you declared the New England Patriots dead?
The last time I declared the New England, well, I don't remember the exact moment, but I know it probably worked out.
It was about 9.5 months ago on this very show.
Yep.
You were so excited. You said, Evan, the Patriots are dead.
I was right.
And I said,
See
what?
that?
Were you right? They made the playoffs.
Did they win a playoff game this year?
They did not.
Did they have the single worst and most embarrassing defeat in NFL playoff history?
It's up there.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Thank you.
You declared them dead when they were re-signing Cam Newton. And look what ended up happening.
Yes.
They found Mac Jones. They have themselves a quarterback. And while they may not be the Buffalo Bills, you know what the Patriots are? And it makes me bitter and jealous. They're a lot better than us. That's what they are.
It all changed today, Ev.
Okay.
It all changed today. From now on, and I respect, we got to beat the Bills. The Bills are the kings right now, so I'm not suggesting that the Jets are winning the division. The Bills are going to be very tough to upseat from their position as the best team in the AFC East. But we got great news today. And for a franchise that has not gotten a lot of good news, let alone great news, over the last decade, this just in, Wally Zerbiak just had another baby. I am pumped. I am excited.
Sorry, that took me a
I
second.
am very, very excited. I have to say, Evan.
Your brain moves so fast, sometimes it's on delay.
I am very excited, and no one's going to talk me off this happy ledge I'm on right now. I want to be right here in the moment, enjoying a decade of incompetence from the New England Patriots offense. He's going to ruin Mac Jones. That's what that guy's going to do.
Ruin him.
Yeah, that's over. That is it. That's a wrap. So we're in good places, Jet fans. We'll get to your calls on all that. I think the Brian Flores stuff finally came to a crashing halt yesterday, as I believe that all the goodwill that his message, I thought, brought to the table for the need to address minority hiring for head coaches was thrown right into the garbage can last night. And I think he did himself and the cause a terrible disservice yesterday. And I think he embarrassed himself yesterday. He did it through his lawyers, so not him per se, but we'll get to that. We have one of, I think, I'm going to play it for you, Evan. I saw a commercial last night during the Olympics. As you know, I'm a big Olympic guy.
You're watching the Olympics?
Yeah, big Olympic guy.
Again?
Yeah, every night. I watch the Olympics every night.
Yeah, why would you want to watch the Knicks blow a 12-point lead against the Jazz?
No, because it's great to see an event with no fans and nuclear reactive waste in the background.
And fake snow, by the way.
And fake snow.
Yeah.
That turns me on a lot, I have to say. But I saw a commercial last night, and we're going to play it for you. And I'm going to let's sit it out there for a little bit, because I'm trying to figure it out. And I usually think I'm pretty smart when it comes to marketing and all that, Ev. Mm-hmm. But for the life of me, I can't figure this commercial out. I'm trying to figure out what the message is. And on the verge of the Super Bowl, and of course, all these amazing new commercials that we all can't wait to see, I saw one last night, and I'm stumped by it. I'm totally perplexed by what the commercial was. And I don't know, I can't tell you, the last time that happened. I understand most commercials, where's the beef? Okay, there's not a lot of meat on her burger. I get it, right? I understood that one. I saw a Visa commercial last night that I just didn't understand. And sometimes, you put your brain and power together with these two knuckleheads, and you guys combined sometimes see things I don't see. I'm hoping today will be one of those days, yeah? Mm-hmm. Is that good?
Most times we see things that you don't see.
Well, that doesn't mean accurately.
No, I didn't say accurately, but definitely different. That's for sure.
So we'll get into all your calls. 877-337-6666. The Nets did announce that James Harden's hamstring is hurting him.
Well said.
And he will not play again tonight.
Well said.
Against the Boston Celtics.
I like that you did that.
Sorry about that.
No, I like that you did that.
No. Hamstring.
No. Go back to do what you did. I want to hear that again.